Hello. How is everyone doing? Just making sure my live is working on my YouTube channel. Perfect. It's working. Yay. All right. I am so excited to read today. I am reading Velvet Was the Night, which is my book club pick for Lights Out Book Club. That is my book club I created. It's a monthly book club. This is actually the first month ever. So I'm so pumped. We're going to be having the live show this Sunday at 7 p.m. CST, and Alicia Guzman is going to be my co-host. So I'm so excited. And I am, let's see what page I'm on. I've been listening to the audiobook. So actually, I don't really know. I think I just got to a new chapter. Let me see. I'm on chapter 4. Right now, currently, I'm listening to it at 2.2 times the speed. So it says I have 3 hours and 48 minutes left. So I'm hoping to make a ton of progress tonight. And hopefully, I probably won't be able to finish it tonight, but I want to get a good chunk of it read. And let me know in the comments if you're planning on participating in the live show. I'm so excited. I'm a little nervous because it's my first time hosting a book club and everything, but I think it'll be really fun. And yeah, I'm so excited. So let me greet everybody really quick. Hey, Sav. Hey, thanks for joining. Hi, how are you doing? Hi, everyone. Hello. Congrats on the book club launch. Can't wait to participate in the future. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm going to be announcing my co-host for October very soon. And I'm actually currently trying to decide what exactly the book pick will be, but it's definitely going to be a true horror novel. This one is a noir, so it's not quite a horror novel. The stakes are a little bit lower. But I still was so excited about this release because I loved Mexican Gothic so much. So yeah, I still wanted to read this one for my thriller horror book club. Here's the book sleeve. It's so gorgeous. But yeah, I'm really excited. So yeah, the host announcement will be coming soon. And I'm so excited who is going to be on my channel next month. I'm so pumped. So yeah, very excited. Hey, hope you are doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. Hey. Hi, Erin. Oh my gosh. So I saw you just posted your part 2 of your spooky t-shirt collection, and I'm so excited to watch that. I'm holding back to watch it until after my sprints because I'm telling myself I'm definitely going to read in every single sprint this reading sprints session. What am I trying to say? This stream. Because I really have so many books I need to get to, but I'm so excited to watch your part 2. I want to start collecting horror t-shirts as well. So everybody go head to Erin's channel as soon as possible to watch her haul all of her horror merch. So cute. So cute. Oh my gosh, I'm just obsessed. So anyway, hi, thanks for joining. Hey, so nice to see you all here. Hello, everyone. I'm reading The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you're reading today. I read that book. I can't remember what I rated it. I think I gave it like a 3.5 stars, maybe. I was a little bit disappointed by it for multiple reasons, but I hope you like it. Hey, girl. Hey, how are you? It's so nice to see you here. Hey, everyone. I love the fall leaves in the background of that picture. Love. I just got my first pumpkins of the season, like real pumpkins. Look how cute this one is. It's perfect. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then behind me, I'll show you. I got, this is like surprisingly heavy. I got real gourds, and then this pumpkin right here. It's so pretty, this white one. How gorgeous. It almost looks fake with how beautiful it is, but I got it from this local pumpkin. I don't know. It's not really a pumpkin patch. I don't think they grow pumpkins there, but they're selling pumpkins. And I passed it on my way to work today, and it's out kind of where I live right now. It's cool because you can drive like 2 minutes down the road, actually less, and be in like rural Wisconsin. But then you can drive like basically where I am and to the other side of like town, and it's the city. So it's really nice. So to work though, I was passing the rural areas and I saw that a pumpkin patch was open where they're selling like all of these pumpkins and gourds and stuff and fresh corn, and I got really excited. So anyway, I got some other pumpkins, some bigger ones outside, but I think I'm going to go over there tomorrow and buy more because I want to fill our porch up with pumpkins. And they were so cheap. They're so much cheaper than at the grocery store. I got this for like 50 cents and it's perfect. And then I got like big pumpkins for like $1 and $2. So yeah, very exciting. I haven't been in reading sprints for a while. Well, welcome back. I hope you enjoy the reading sprints tonight. Hello. Thanks for stopping by. Love that book. I think we're talking about The Turn of the Key. See, so many people like The Turn of the Key, but it just was disappointing to me, unfortunately. But I hope you love it. You're so sweet. Thank you. I'm starting His and Hers by Alex Feeney. Ooh, I want to read that book eventually. It's on my never-ending TBR. Also, I've officially set up a time where my dad's going to come over and help me set up this big mirror, and it's going to be in the background. So the mirror over there on the ground is actually going to be in the background. So I'm excited for next stream. It's going to look nice. I'm trying to get my living room all set up and finished. I think I want to get some floating bookshelves over there, and also just like set up a little bit of a gallery wall. So yeah, I hope that next week around this time, it'll look way better in my background. I'm reading Heartstopper graphic novels for a theme vlog. Ooh, I love that. Those novels look so cute. I'm picking up Lord of the Rings book 1 for the first 50 pages, and then I'll try to get through 100 pages of Under the Whispering Door. Nice. Do you ever get a feeling of being like slumpy on socials, like social media? Yes, I feel that totally. I think every creator feels like that. It's really easy to get slumpy. I'm actually super working on making my Instagram feed. Finally, I was so slumpy on Instagram posting for so long, but I'm trying to make it way more aesthetic and like fall themed. As you can see, like it's way more cohesive right now. So I'm working on that right now. I'm really happy with how this picture turned out from the pumpkin patch. But yeah, I feel that. I'm going to be putting a lot more effort into Instagram, but forever I was slumpy on Instagram. And then it's easy to get slumpy posting on other social media platforms as well. It's kind of the nature of creating content, you know, not all the time is everybody feeling creative. So I'm sorry you're feeling slumpy. I'll be reading School for Good and Evil first, then Mexican Gothic. That's awesome. Love Mexican Gothic. I'm reading The Flat Share. I'm not sure. I don't recognize that, but I hope you like it. I'm finishing up Wildling Hall. I think that's how you say it, which is kind of a horror Daisy Jones and the Six, then going with The Forgotten Island. Very cool. I'm reading Whisper by Lynette Noni. I'm trying to think if I know that one. I don't think I know all these novels. Oh my gosh. Also, I was going to say, I'm losing my train of thought so much lately. I don't know what is going on. What was I going to say? I was going to say something about, on Instagram, I posted my review of Getaway by Zoya Stage, which is the author of Baby Teeth. And I was so excited for it because I love adventure horror, and I was so excited about the premise. I think I was reading the last sprints, and I think I was saying it was getting good. But I'm so disappointed by it. Like so disappointed. I gave it 2.5 stars, and I'm so sad. But if you want to know my thoughts on it, like more in depth, go check out my post. But it put me in the biggest reading slump. And so now I have so many books that I need to get to. And so I need to be super productive tonight. I'm about 25% of the book. Did you use the audiobook when you read it? I think this is about The Turn of the Key. I think I listened to the audiobook, and maybe the narrator just wasn't that great. I don't know. I'm reading Pet Sematary. Ooh. I read Pet Sematary a few months ago. I enjoyed it. It's not my favorite Stephen King, but the atmosphere is really good. So I'll be super curious to hear what you think of it. Hello, how are you? Hi, I'm good. I'm good. I'm really wanting to be super productive tonight with reading. Sometimes during my sprints, I'm not that motivated, but I'm really motivated. I'm trying to finish up. I guess I just started it basically today. I read one chapter last night, but it was at like 2 a.m. I shouldn't have done that. So now I'm on chapter 4 of Velvet Was the Night because my book club is meeting on Sunday, the live show. And so, yeah, I really would like to make a lot of progress in it. So, yes. How are you doing? Sabrina, I hope you love His and Hers. Yeah, I know you really liked it. Hey, thanks for stopping on over here. The nesting is better than Turn of the Key. Interesting. What's that opening there? Airy cute. I'm not sure what that's referring to. Love a good gallery wall. It's going to look awesome. Thank you. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to put up there. I'm trying to decide if I want to change the art by like season or if I want to just like keep it the same things. Also, you can see my little ghost over there. Every time I try to point with the screen here. Okay, there. I have a ghost print. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to be super accurate with my pointing. There it is. I have this ghost print and I think I'm going to go like up the wall with different things, straight up the wall, not like flinging over to the side. But I'm going to keep that up all year. I want that to be like my spooky little corner. But then I'm trying to decide if I want to make like autumn-y prints over. I think I will do that. I don't know. I'm super indecisive. I'm leaning towards putting like seasonal prints kind of over on that side of the wall, but also keeping some like basic prints as well. We'll see. You all will be along the journey with me because you can see that wall during lives. Def slumped on Instagram here too. Yeah, I feel that. I just never find the time to post. Yeah, posting is like, it's definitely a lot of effort goes into it. I feel like sometimes I don't think that Instagram will take that much time. And then you realize you have to edit it. You have to make a caption. You have to do hashtags. You have to post about your post. You have to engage. Like I'm so behind on comments on my Instagram. Honestly, I'm so behind on comments on my Instagram and my YouTube videos. I feel bad. I'm so behind, but it'd be like that, you know? I finished Certain Dark Things today and I'm going to start Harvest Home tonight. Nice. What did you think about Certain Dark Things? I'm very curious. I'm finishing the Final Girl Support Group. Ooh, I'm starting that. I am meeting with an in-person book club as well on Sunday. I'm so excited to do like an in-person book club. And I have to read that one as well, and I haven't started it. So, oops. Sab, can you give us all your thoughts on Velvet Was the Night so far? So I'm only 4 chapters in. I'm not even. I'm like on the 4th chapter. So I don't have many thoughts so far. It is it's a dual perspective. So it's going between Elvis and Mate. And it starts with Elvis. I was surprised. I thought it would open with Mate. And they're both like very different narration styles, I guess. They're just very different characters. So Elvis is a part of a goon squad. And so it opens with kind of this intense scene with him. And now we're just starting to learn his backstory. And his name actually isn't Elvis. I don't even know what his name is, but he chose his name to be Elvis because he really looks up to like Elvis, like the musician. And then we're learning about Mate, who I think just turned 30, and she's obsessed with like these secret romance editions that she gets at like the grocery store or like the supermarket. So I really don't know my thoughts so far because not much has happened, but I'm interested in it. And I really do like Sylvia Moreno Garcia's writing style. I find it really immersive. So yeah, I'm looking forward to, continuing reading, and I'll let you all know more of my thoughts as I continue. But this is my first noir, so I've never really read anything in this genre. Ooh, I wanted to read Harvest Home. Let me see if Harvest Home is what I think it is. In my lives, I always just look up book covers, but let me look. Harvest Home book. Is this what I've been seeing around? Book cover? Why am I not finding? Who is it by? Harvest Home. Let me know who the author is. I'm not sure if is it by Thomas Tryon? Or yeah, I guess that's who it's by because that's the only book that's coming up. Anyway, I don't know about it, but it sounds fall, so that intrigues me. Have you read Wielding Hall Leanne? It's made me think about your folk horror videos so much. I was going to read a book for a video, but I'm not really in the mood for it, so I don't know what I'm going to read. Well, let us know once you decide. Ruth Ware uses the same narrator for all her books, and she is just not my fave. Also, it makes all her books feel the same with the same distinct voice reading them. You know why? I think you're right. Because I listened to One by One and I listened to The Turn of the Key, and yeah, I did notice it. It's the same exact person. Yeah, maybe I just don't vibe with that narrator. And I feel like maybe this is controversial? I don't know. I just don't vibe with Ruth Ware. Like, I don't know what it is. I've tried The Turn of the Key and One by One, and neither of those I was impressed with at all. So maybe I just don't vibe with her writing style. I'm going to see how far I can get into the Book of Accidents. Oh my gosh, I want to read this one so bad. I just know it's super long and I have so many other books on my TBR. But oh my gosh, I've been hearing such good things about this book. I need to read this book so bad. And also the aesthetic and the cover just looks so good. Thanks, Jess. I hope I like his and hers too. After Rock, Paper, Scissors, I need more Alice Feeney. LOL. I have that one, Rock, Paper, Scissors from Book of the Month, and I really need to get to it. I'm reading Ace of Spades. I hope you enjoy that one. That one has the most gorgeous cover in the world. Yes, I actually will be talking about it in an upcoming video. I really enjoyed it. I loved Certain Dark Things. It's more noir than horror, but it's an interesting take on vampires. Ooh. The only vampire book I've read is Salem's Lot and the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, which I don't know if you all know, probably you do. I probably talked about this last week, but the Southern Book Club's Guide is like one of my favorite books ever. It is literally perfection. Like, it took so long for me to get into it. I feel like it took like past the 100-page mark, but oh my gosh, that book is so, so good. You have to read it if you haven't. I know it's not for everybody, but you know, it's great. Also, Salem's Lot, really enjoyed it. I read it last, I think, October, and I just remember this day so clearly. I didn't read it all during one day. It took me a few days, but I was sitting on my chair. That's like, why did I have to say that? I was sitting down and I had a candle and it was raining and it was just super like, it was so good. Like, the vibes were perfect for autumn, and it was like autumn rain. I really enjoyed Salem's Lot. I think The Shining is my favorite by Stephen King, but I really enjoyed Salem's Lot because of the atmosphere. I love your channel. Yes, you have an amazing channel. And you're amazing too. There's a Spotify playlist for Velvet Was the Night. I love putting on the songs that was playing during the book. You know, I wish that I could put them on while I was reading the book, but I can't because I can't focus with music. But I saw the Spotify playlist and I'm going to check it out after I read the book. But I'm glad that you were able to do that. I liked both The Turn of the Key and One by One, so it might just be the writing style thing. I also listened to both and actually really liked the narrator. Isn't it just so funny, like, how certain people can read something and love it and then other people can really not? And it's just so cool how diverse opinions are. I love it. Like, it doesn't bother me. I know some people feel like they have to gatekeep like their favorite book, and it's like, why? Like, everybody can have different opinions, you know? Wait, Book of Accidents is long. I have a lot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so long, isn't it? Like over 500 pages or something. And I've heard that it goes by like pretty fast, but still, it's long. So good luck. Have you read The Priority of the Orange Tree? No, I have not. Should I? Tell me. Salem's Lot is actually my favorite King book. Yeah, it's like the vibes in it are so good. So good. I'm glad you love that one. Honestly, for like a fall read, Salem's Lot is perfect. For like a snowy, like you're reading it in the winter, The Shining is perfect. And of course, like early Stephen King, especially, he has some controversial things that I do not agree with in his books. But yeah, those stories are really good if you can kind of put those aside. I just read Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm so glad you are. It's such a good book. And it's one of those books where it's like the cover is so pretty that you're just really, really hoping that it's going to live up to the cover, And it lived up to the cover and more. Like, I was so nervous that I wasn't going to like it because I heard mixed reviews about it. And so I kept putting it off. And then I was like, you know what? I just got to read this book. And I almost DNF'd it because it had a really slow start. But I'm so glad I pushed through it because Grady Hendrix, if I really like the final girls support group, I always mess up that title. If I like that one though, honestly, he may be a favorite author. I haven't read all of his other ones though. I'm dying to read My Best Friend's Exorcism as well. So we'll see. There's so many books I want to read. I need to learn how to read more books just because I want to get through so many books, Hi, I will be reading Stabbed in the Baklava. Did I pronounce that correctly? Let me look this one up. That sounds interesting. Stabbed. I thought, is this like a murder mystery? Interesting. Sorry. I'm back to the stream. Salem's Lot is my favorite horror novel, period. I'm glad you really enjoy it. It's a very good book. It really is. You know what I had to do though? Also, this is so random, but my review of Salem's Lot on my channel, which is like I think it was like my second video ever, it's getting so many views all of a sudden. And I'm like, why? Not like it's not a good video. Actually, maybe it isn't. I haven't gone back and listened to it. It was a very early video, but it's so funny. It's like that video has so many views now. And I'm like, okay, it's just funny. I'm kind of scared to go back and watch it because it was like one of my first videos ever. But yeah, it's a really good book. Yes, the mixed reviews scared me, but I decided to read it anyway. I haven't read any of his other books, but I definitely want to now. You need to read Horror Store. It's so good, and it's a really, really fast read. And actually, if you've ever worked retail, it's so funny. Like, all of the references in Horror Store are so good. So good. Grady Hendrix is just creative in a way that I have not seen another author be. Not like other authors aren't creative, but I mean, he has a very niche like way of writing things. And I love Grady Hendrix. I love Grady Hendrix. Haven't gotten to Southern Book Club's Guide, but I was obsessed with My Best Friend's Exorcism. I love that. And I believe that in the Southern Book Club's Guide, it's actually the parents of one of the kids in My Best Friend's Exorcism, which is really cool. The stories aren't related, but it's kind of has that little tie, which is awesome. Listening to audiobooks on my commute, in the shower, and doing chores, grocery shopping tripled my reading amount. Yeah, I need to do that. I need to do that for sure. Thanks for the tips because I want to read more. To read more books, read the physical or ebook simultaneously while listening to the audio and increase the speed on the audio. Yes, I like that. The one thing though I will say is I notice that when I read books slower, so I can understand books at like I don't know if it's pretty fast, but like at a faster speed. But I notice that I enjoy books generally when I read them without the audiobook, just like at my own pace, which is I'm kind of a slower reader. I don't read very, very fast. So it's hard because it's like, should I lower my enjoyment just like a tiny bit in order to read more and then enjoy more books? Or should I keep up with this combination of what I'm doing? Like, I don't know. Does that make sense? Hey, how are you? I'll be finishing lesson plans and listening to Mexican Gothic. Ooh, I love that one. Okay, I think let's start the first reading sprint. Also, my chair is squeaking. Do you hear that? It's annoying. So I apologize. I always kind of fidget around. Let's start the first reading sprint in a second. And per usual, it's going to be 30 minutes. Hello, welcome back, everyone. Let me get my screen big on my end. Okay, hello. So I made it to I'm in the middle of chapter 6. So now I'm listening at 2.3 times the speed, and actually it's pretty comfortable in this book. This particular narrator, I think reads a little bit slower than most. So yeah, it's a good, comfortable speed. For anybody who's just joining, I am reading Velvet Was the Night, which is my first book club pick. My live show is on Sunday, and I'm really excited to be reading another book by Silvia Moreno Garcia. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's a noir. My book club is for thriller and horror books, but I still wanted to read this one because I loved Mexican Gothic, and I was really excited about this release. So I figured it's a noir. The stakes aren't quite as high, but I'm still interested in it. So yeah. I'm like out of breath. Why am I out of breath? I swear. Hold on, let me drink some water. I was running around cooking, cleaning out my fridge, and listening to my audiobooks. So I feel like, and now I'm really warm because I was making noodles and beans, and yeah. So anyway, hello, I'm back. Let's see. I think I left off here. I don't read very fast either, but I recently learned a trick that has sped up my reading significantly. To read the top part of the words instead of reading them in full. So reading the top part of the words instead of reading them in full. I'll have to try that. So you don't even look at the bottom of the word? That's so interesting. Okay, I'll have to try reading that, or try that when I'm reading. That's so interesting. It's like a little brain trick. I read different kinds of books on audio versus physical, like more nonfiction and classics, but you shouldn't lower your enjoyment. Yeah, I think I just need to gauge like per book. If I'm trying to read it too fast, I should just be like, okay, I'm trying to read this one too fast. But for books that I am like having a fine time reading, like right now, reading it at a faster speed, I don't think it's lowering my enjoyment. Yeah, I think it's just like a case-by-case basis, and I'll just have to decide how I consume everything. But yeah, if anybody's joining now, I was saying I have such a long TBR, and I really want to get through everything on my TBR. And I know as readers, it's impossible to get through our full TBR, which is kind of depressing if you think about it. It's like we'll never read all the books in the world. We'll probably never get to all the books on our TBR, and that sucks. At the same time, it's to be expected, but still, I want to read a lot more because I love reading and I have so many stories I want to devour. But yes, I'm trying to figure out how to keep the enjoyment level for me, because when I try to read too fast, it can take away from some of the atmosphere, but also some books I can handle reading faster. So anyway, that's my little tangent. Hey, Juan, how are you? So glad you're here. Plagued by reading sprints. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Only read 8 pages of the prologue of Lord of the Rings, but the font is so small and the spacing is so dense. Oh my gosh, I bet. I struggle with books if the font is so small. And that's part of the reason why I generally prefer reading on physical books, but I read so much faster when I read Kindle, because I make the text super, super big, and I can like edit the text to be exactly the font I want. And so, yeah, I feel that so much. Hello, Juan. I read nothing. I cleaned my living room and shopped online. I love that. That's so productive. I need to online shop very soon. Sorry, I feel like I have stuff in my teeth. I hate that feeling. I apologize. Okay, I'm so distracted. I finished Wilding Hall, which ruled, and read 20% of The Forgotten Island, which I'm not loving. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're not loving it. I finished Heartstopper Volume 1 and we'll start Volume 2 in the next sprint. Yay! That's so cool. What is your star rating so far? I got through 19 pages. Amazing. I got here at the 11-minute mark, so I only read a few pages of my Aristotle and Dante reread. Very nice. I also got through 19 pages. We have some twinning going on. Love it. I read 2 stories from Shirley Jackson's Dark Tales. Hearing the Book of Accidents is a Big Book scared me. Yeah, I know. It scares me too. Maybe I'll pick up Clive Barker's The Hellbound Heart. Ooh, is that what Hellraiser was based on? Is that like the first book? Does that correlate with the first Hellraiser movie? I watched the first Hellraiser movie and I actually really, really liked it. I was really surprised. I didn't think I would like it. I don't know why I didn't think I would like it, but I just had this feeling that I wouldn't be into it. And I liked it a lot. It was super out there and I liked it. I feel like it's kind of underrated. I never hear anybody talking about the Hellraiser movies. I'm not sure if I would like the later ones, but I like the original. I finished The School for Good and Evil, so now I'll be starting Mexican Gothic. Very cool. I'm convinced I don't actually know how to read. I've just memorized a bunch of words. Oh my gosh, I feel that. OMG, Saf, you knock out Hellbound Heart in sprints. I think you'll love it. Oh, that's great to hear. I will get to all the books on my TBR, I think, or die trying. Yeah, TBR. I listened to 30% of The Glass Hotel by Emily St. John Mandel. Very cool. I'm eager to hear about these Cenobites, genderless. The whole Hellraiser like universe is so interesting to me. I think it's really cool. And yeah, it's just super interesting. Y'all ever forget you're reading a physical, not Kindle, and try to zoom in on a literal book? I swear I do that all the time. Oh my gosh, I love that. That's so funny. I feel like I would totally do that. I don't read my Kindle as much. I don't know. When I moved, I was trying not to buy books, which saved money, which was good, but also made me sad because I like physical books. But I will say, when you're like lying down in bed and reading an ebook on your Kindle, you're just like living your best life. And you can make, like I said, the font super big. So I'm torn by what I like. I think I like having a mix of reading, to be honest. Hi, I'm hoping to read Hidden Bodies by Caroline Kepnes. I also have to complete some online ordering too. I read You. I own Hidden Bodies, so I hope you enjoy it. I will eventually get to it. I'm so excited for You Season 3. So excited. I can't remember when it's coming out, but I wasn't a big fan of the first season. The second season, I liked so much better. Like so much better. So I really hope the third season is good. I think I once tried to highlight a word to use Kindle's dictionary feature, but it was a physical book. I love that. That's so funny. Also, I need to show off this pumpkin again. This is the cutest freaking pumpkin ever. Like, just look how cute this is. I'm obsessed. This, I said right at the beginning of my stream that I went to buy some like real pumpkins. I have a fake pumpkin. I don't know if you can see over there. You can't really see it because it's white. It's blending in with my wall. But on my book cart, I have a fake pumpkin from at home and it's super cute. But having like a real legit pumpkin by me is so, I love it. Also, moment of appreciation. This literally looks fake. This is ridiculously aesthetic. I'm so impressed by this pumpkin. So these are so cute. I got some pretty gourds as well, which I showed earlier. I think I showed this my last stream too. I found this at Home Goods and I love it. It's bringing fall into my apartment. And yeah, I really like, my goal is to get everything decorated in my living room and all set up within the week. Or at least almost have everything set up because I'm so ready to just have like a spooky living room and lighting and just, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I really want to hang up a ton of like fairy lights and stuff. Is that what they're even called? Like the hangy curtain lights, I guess. Yeah. Let me see where I left off. Also, I feel like allergies are happening again. I am not it's been a bad like allergy year, I feel like. U3 comes out on 10/15. Oh my gosh, that's so soon. And the trailer for it looked so good. OMG been there. OMG little baby pumpkin. Isn't it so cute? So adorable. That is a perfect pumpkin. I know. And it was so cool because it was like me and my husband. We were the only people there looking at all the pumpkins. So we had this cute little wagon and we were just carrying around all these pumpkins. And I think I'm going to go back tomorrow and just get so many more pumpkins because we were buying them from like a little, I don't even know what to call it, like side of the road shop. It was off somebody's house. And so everything was so much cheaper. And I've been seeing people posting pictures of like at their grocery store and it'll say like $10 for a pumpkin. And I got these pumpkins, like this one was like 50 cents. And like the bigger ones were like $2-3. Like I don't remember the exact prices for all of them, but I was like living my best life knowing it was affordable. I'm the opposite. I like the first season better. Book-wise, I loved You, and Hidden Bodies is so good. I was so disappointed by the book You, and I was so sad because so many people loved that book, and I just got so annoyed by how long it was and the repetitive nature of just hearing Joe just go on and on and on. Whereas I felt like in the TV show, the pacing was a little bit better. I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but yeah, I feel like I'm in the minority. I feel like most people read You and love You and prefer it to the show. I wish I could zoom in on my Lord of the Ring books. Yeah, no kidding. I bought the biggest paperback version, which is not that big. All hardcovers are really expensive in special editions. Yeah, I bet with Lord of the Rings, that makes a lot of sense. They're so cute. I got a giant ass white pumpkin for in my house, but I want to try carving one this year. I'm so glad you got a giant pumpkin. I suck at carving, so I feel like I'm not even going to try. I feel like I'm legit just going to order like a jack-o'-lantern like decor piece that's just reusable, you know, because I'm not artistic and I suck. But, oh, and also like the insides, like the guts of the pumpkins just make me so uncomfortable. Like pulling out the guts make me actually almost vomit. Can anybody relate? Like the texture of that and the smell, it's just so disgusting. And I know some people love like feeling that. I always remember being in groups of people and like everybody was like, ooh, pumpkin guts. I love pumpkin guts. And I just cannot, like, ugh, I can't. So, you know, I don't think I'm going to be carving a pumpkin. The more I think about it, the more I'm just like, no, it's a cute idea, but I don't think I can do it. She is working on a 4th U book. That's exciting. Did you happen to combine it with the audiobook? It's so good via audiobook. That's what I heard. See, I didn't do that. And I think maybe that's why I didn't enjoy it as much. One of the reasons. So, you know, I feel like when I read the rest of the series eventually, I definitely should put on the audiobook. Okay, I also didn't like the book, or I didn't think the book You was good. So I've been put off by the show. I think if you haven't given the show a watch, maybe you won't like the first season, but I genuinely think you would probably like the 2nd season. Victoria Pedretti is just so talented as well. So 2nd season is where it's at in my opinion, but I know some people really prefer the 1st season. I love picking up pumpkins from local farms. We always go at the same time. We go picking apples. Can't wait to go. Magical family memories. Aw, I want to do all of the fall things and take advantage of the Midwest. I have this bucket list of all the stuff I want to do. I want to go pick apples and then make the fresh apples, or like use the apples I pick for this apple crisp I make all the time. It's so good. I'm so excited. It's basically just like sugar and cinnamon and brown sugar and like all of these kinds of sugar, and then just butter. I use an alternative because I can't have dairy, and oats and apples. And I feel like with the fresh apples, it's going to be so scrumptious, so good. It makes me so happy thinking about it. I have such good memories of that making that dish. Like, it's my husband's favorite dessert as well. And so we make it together, and it's just like fun memories. I think I made it for our first anniversary of dating. And so it like has that like emotional tie to it. And it's also super good. And just like, oh my gosh, it's so good. I cannot explain how good this is. And maybe it's just me, but it's like, I love oats, and the combination of oats and sugar and apples is so good. Also, I want to make a pumpkin pie. This is what I say, like, when you go into the fall season, I love fall. I love like Halloween and autumn and all those things. And then like the Christmas season is super fun, and like the wintry like vibes. But then when you approach like spring and summer, it's just like so dull, in my opinion, compared. And it makes me sad. I wish there was stuff to look forward to for me, like the whole time, but especially the spring. It's just like, ugh, you know? That was a tangent. People are already putting out carved pumpkins here, but it's still in the 80s. Yeah. I hope my pumpkins last. But they're not carved, so I feel like they'll be okay. It's in the 70s here. Finally, I used to live in Texas, and I keep looking at the weather in Texas to make myself happy and grateful that I've moved, because currently in Waco, it's 84 degrees. And currently where I am right now, it's 61 degrees. And that just makes my heart sing with joy. Like, honestly, I'm so happy that it's not. It was like one season in Texas, and I just like couldn't do it anymore. I could not do it. So I'm very happy where I am right now. I know the winter here is like never ending and kind of annoying, but I'm enjoying it right now that it's not 90, 100 degrees, you know? I hate pumpkin guts. Thank you for affirming me. Like, yes, pumpkin guts are like, ugh. Pumpkin guts smell like ass. Truth. Like, they're so nasty. They smell so bad, and they feel disgusting, you know? I never tried to read the You books, but I love the show. The show is so good. I can totally relate to that. I get the creepy crawlers I see what you're saying. I get the creepy crawlers at the inside of cantaloupes. Yeah, I don't touch cantaloupes. Those things, yeah. The textures of some fruits are just so nasty, and you're like, yo, what is that? Like, I don't want to know. I got traumatized the other day. This is very dramatic, but my bunny, he really likes eating blueberries. And I always don't think about this, but like the fact that blueberries are white on the inside freaks me out. Like, I would rather just put a blueberry in my mouth, eat a blueberry, and think it's blue, you know? But my bunny, he'll like chew it open, and you'll see the inside of a blueberry, and you're like, that's gross. Like, why aren't they blue on the inside? Does that make sense? I don't know. It just makes me upset. I love that you, Guy, is not that different than his Gossip Girl character in a way. I never watched Gossip Girl, but that is funny that he's kind of playing himself. Well, not himself, but like typecast, I guess. Okay, well, shall we read again? I'm trying to think if there's any other fun news I can give you guys. Not really. I have a bunch of YouTube videos I need to film. Have been saying this forever, but I'm going to start making content, like a little content. Like, I'm not promising a ton, but some content on horror movies. And I really would like to get out some videos on horror movies soon. My problem is I just have so many book videos that I need to get out, and I'm prioritizing those. But yeah, I've been watching a lot more horror. I should link my letterbox to my link tree, because I actually have been like recording what I'm watching. I'm not really doing my ratings religiously yet. But as you can see, like I started, let me turn my brightness down. Maybe not that far down. Starting back in July is when I really started watching a lot. And here's kind of like the list of things I've been watching. So yeah, I really want to rewatch the first Sinister very soon. because the first time I watched that, I did not get the full experience that people usually talk about being like really traumatized. I was not. So I want to retry. I tried to combine re and try, and I said rye. I want to retry to traumatize myself. And I've been watching horror movies by myself alone in the dark in my apartment alone. And that's been helping. I rewatched Hereditary, and yeah, I was creeped out. Like, for me, it's really hard to creep myself out past when I'm watching the movie. I miss the days when I used to like hide, like be watching and like hide behind my pillow because I was like traumatized. Like, I love that. And I don't really have that anymore, but the watching them in the dark has been helping. And it's also just fun for like the atmosphere and the vibe. So, okay. Let me catch up on these two comments and then I'll start. Last year I bought 50 pounds of apples. That's amazing. Made a lot of applesauce. This year I'm buying 3 times 50 pounds so I can also make some apple butter. It's such a great time. Love this season. That's so cool that you make homemade applesauce. I bet that tastes amazing. I literally had to Google the color of the inside of a blueberry. Isn't it disturbing? I hate that the inside of a blueberry is not blue. Like, am I the only one who thought that the inside of the blueberry was blue? And then my bunny's just casually eating this blueberry. And I'm like, I don't like that it's not fully blue. Like, that's making me sad. Maybe I'm just strange. I'm glad you had the same experience. I'm glad I taught you something. Something not very useful, but you know. Okay, I'm going to pull up the, what's it called? Ambiance. That's what my whole reading sprint's called, Ambiance, and I forgot what it's called. Hello, welcome back. How was everybody's reading? I am now, let's see, I'm in the middle of a chapter, but I've made it to page 96, or I guess 97 to be exact. When I started these sprints, I think I was at the beginning. I don't even remember where I was. I think I said I was in chapter 3. So I've read quite a bit because I'm reading while listening to the audiobook. But yeah, it's a good book so far. It's totally different than anything that I've read before. It's definitely more political. I'm usually not into political stuff, but I'm very interested in Mate finding Leonora. And so I want to know what happened to Leonora, and that's sort of what's propelling the story forward. So yeah, back to the comments on the blueberries. I've eaten blueberries with blue insides. I used to think the ones which didn't have blue insides weren't real. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining. Maybe it's the other way around. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. Hello, everyone. I am just tuning in. So can someone explain what's happening? Why is it so silent? Is everyone just reading on their own? These are reading sprints. We chat a bit, then we read for a set amount of time, all on our own, or we're productive, whatever you prefer. And when time is up, we chat again for a bit. That's a great explanation. I love it. It helps to motivate ourselves to read or be more productive. Yes, that is so true. It's so motivating. Whenever you set that timer, it's super motivating. And then it adds like that accountability because you're reading with people and it makes it fun. It's like when you read in class, you know how not everybody wanted to read? Well, this is cool because it's like everybody here actually wants to read or is a book lover. So it's really fun. Oh, thank you. Very interesting. I've never heard of this before. Okay, I'll play too. Nice. Well, thanks for joining. I think there are different varieties here. They started growing from a soil that went through fire. A region went through the 100 plus years ago, and then it has been growing there ever since. Very interesting. We're learning a lot about the history of blueberries. What time is it for everyone? 8:40 p.m. here, Louisiana. 9:41 in Cleveland. Hello. Hey. 9:42 in NYC. I love seeing how everybody's in different locations. It's so cool. 9:42 in Quebec, Canada. 9:43 in Indiana. This is so nice, but I think the little sounds of the fire is making me very sleepy. Well, that I've had a long, difficult day. I'm sorry if you had a difficult day. Yeah. Also, the way I didn't read it all, LOL. Yeah, see, that's fine too. Like, people don't need to read during these sprints. It's just like a good time to relax and hang out. Oftentimes when I tune into others' reading sprints, I don't even read, to be honest. Yeah, only read 15 pages. My wine is getting to me, LOL. See, I wanted wine today, but I had a really, really horrible headache earlier. I had to take like 2 doses of ibuprofen. So I decided not to drink wine tonight, but I love that. What kind of wine are you drinking? Also, everybody fill me in if you did read how many pages you read. Wait, I missed it. What are you reading? I'm reading Velvet Was the Night. Yeah, it's good. So I'm sure you know it's a noir because it's in your book club as well. And yeah, it's like nothing I've read before, but it's really interesting. I'm liking it so far. I'm reading at, I think, 2.3 times the speed, which is pretty fast for me. But I really have so many books I need to get to this week because my live show's on Sunday. And then I have an in-person book club on Sunday, and we're reading the Final Girls Support Group, and I haven't even started it. So I need to get through that. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. I am almost 100 pages in, which is awesome. Page 260 of Ari and Dante. Nice. Read 6 pages. That's fine. I'm in Louisiana as well, Dana. Cool. I started Mexican Gothic, but I was reading it once before, so spent most of the sprint finding where I left off. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. I finished Heartstopper. What am I doing? I'm switching to a British accent. Heartstopper Volume 2, and I think I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for hosting these sprints again. Well, I'm so glad you got to finish both 1 and 2. That's amazing. I hope you loved them both. And yeah, thanks for stopping in and reading tonight. 22 pages of hidden bobbies. Oh my gosh, what is going on? I can't talk. I'm sorry. Hidden bodies. Now it's 70%. That's awesome. I switched gears and read Cassandra Kaw's novella Hammers on Bone during the sprint. Very nice. It's 7:51 p.m. for me. By the way, I am in Wisconsin, which is CST. So right now it's 8:54 p.m. I'm going to New Jersey for Thanksgiving. You need to come. Oh, that's awesome. I managed to get some reading done, and now I'm off to bed. Thanks so much for hosting. It's almost 4 a.m. here, and I've got to work in a few hours. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for joining, and it was so nice having you here. I hope you sleep well and that you're rested for tomorrow. I'm sorry you have to get up super soon. Got through 25 pages in red, white, and royal blue. I love that. That's so cool. That book looks so good as well. And I know it's political, but I know it's much more of a romance. So I hope you're really loving it. I'm trying to think of interesting facts to share. I've talked about my pumpkins. I've talked about this is really cool. I got this sticker. It's a butterfly and an eye. My coworker, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm like dropping it. My coworker actually drew this. She's an artist and it's really cool. So I'm trying to figure out where I want to put this. I think I want to put it in my reading journal, but I really love this sticker. Isn't it gorgeous? It's super unique. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I was so talkative earlier and I had so much to share. And now I'm like, hi, guys. I do really, really want another Halloween blanket. So you can see that's not really technically a Halloween blanket. It's just like a autumn blanket. But there's some really, really cute, like actual like Halloween blankets at Marshall's, I believe. My favorite ones were at Marshall's. So I really, really want to go back to Marshall's and get some. I really like having down like a blanket on my couch. And then I like to have another one that I can use like while I'm watching scary movies and stuff. Not just scary movies, but like movies in general. But let's be honest, I literally only watch scary movies. I don't watch other genres. So yeah, I really want to get another blanket. Let me see where I left off. 13 pages of Pet Sematary. I got distracted this time around. Yeah, Pet Sematary, I'm not going to lie. It was a little bit of a slow read for me. It was just so much more slower paced than what I was hoping for. So I hope you're enjoying it more than I did. I rated it like a 4-star, I think, but honestly, my rating might go down a tiny bit. I hate to say that, but yeah. I'm in Wisconsin too. Nice. That's awesome. I'm curious to see your Halloween TBR. My Halloween TBR, like what I'm going to be reading around Halloween. Yeah, I'm excited to share all the books I'm going to be reading. I'm going to be putting out either tomorrow or the day after my TBR for a Stabathon, which I'm very excited for. I'm kind of finalizing what I'm going to be reading for it. So that'll be out soon. I'm excited. So those will be some of the books I will be reading in October because Stabathon's in the beginning of October. It's 2 weeks. But yeah, I'm excited to be reading more Halloween-y books and spooky books. I'm saying a lot. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm saying that a ton. Does your husband get into Halloween and scary movies with you? Yeah, he loves scary movies. Probably not as much as me, but he definitely does love scary movies. We just watched The Devil's Candy the other night, and we were both pretty disturbed by it. I don't know if anybody in the chat has seen The Devil's Candy. Is it the, or is it just Devil's Candy? I think it's The Devil's Candy. But that was one of the most unique horror movies I've ever seen. It was super interesting. It was pretty low budget. Um, and I don't even want to say much about it. I would say look it up, maybe look up the trailer if you want. I like watching a little bit of trailers, but not the whole thing. Sometimes I go into movies without watching the trailer at all. But The Devil's Candy was so unique and good. Basically, it's about this family. They're really into like metal music, and they move into this new house, and it's this dad, it's like it's a husband and wife, and then their daughter. And the daughter and the dad are really into metal music. And the husband, he is a painter. And so he's like, starts being connected to the events that happened in the house in the past. I don't even want to say anymore, but basically he seems to be becoming a little bit possessed, but it's like not like a typical possession movie. And also the soundtrack is so interesting because usually in horror, it's like very, either it's understated or it's like strings and like plucking instruments and like stuff like that. Or like, what's the word? How would I explain it? Not like synths, but like bass dropping. Does that make sense? Like usually it's that kind of stuff. But this was very much like in your face, like heavy metal music. So it was really interesting. And the cinematography in it was super cool too. Like the editing was unique. The ending was pretty cheesy, I'm not gonna lie, but I liked it. Like it wasn't cheesy in a bad way. It was cheesy in like I appreciated like what they did there kind of way, if that makes sense. Favorite scary movies. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is the video I've been needing to film for literally like years. The scary movies that come to mind when I think of my absolute favorites, the ones that come to mind kind of depend on my mood. If I'm wanting like a paranormal, I would probably say The Conjuring, like the original Conjuring. Love that one. I love Hereditary. I love Midsummer. Like Ari Aster is my favorite, probably my favorite horror director. For like classic, like I love Scream. I love Halloween, like the original Halloween. I love The Descent. I really need to watch The Ruins, but I want to read it first. Juan actually was so kind and sent me The Ruins, so thank you so much. I'm so excited to read that book, but I want to watch the movie too. Why am I like blanking out? Every time I am on my stream, I'm like blanking out on all the horror I like. Oh, I really love The Witch. That was really good, really unique. What else? There's so many horror movies I really like. I always bring this up. I feel like you all have probably heard me say this like a billion times, but I keep a document. Before I got Letterboxd, I had a document, and I haven't transferred like everything from my document into my account yet, but of like everything I've watched. I love Creep, like the original Creep. I need to rewatch that. I love The Descent. I love The Invitation. I love The Invitation. It is so good. I feel like it's a little bit underrated. I love It, Chapter 1. I'm looking at my list right now. I love The Strangers. That one is so chilling. I love Hush. Hush is so good. I really, really want to watch Don't Breathe again. I really liked I liked it the first time I watched it. I'm kind of starting to rewatch the horror movies that I liked and seeing if I still like them. That's why it's taking me so long to get this video out, because I don't want to recommend something and then not like it anymore. What else? I'm trying to think of anything else I can throw in here that I really, really love. Love Us. That was so good. The soundtrack to Us was amazing. Like I really liked Veronica the first time around, but I rewatched it and I'm not as much into it. I don't know. It was fine. I love Psycho original. So good. Redefined horror. Some movies that I just liked, like that I enjoyed. I really enjoyed Lake Mungo. I watched that years and years ago, but that one was really good. It's kind of like a mockumentary. I loved Hell House LLC. It's kind of like a comfort film, as weird as that sounds. Like it's about this haunted house, like these people putting on a haunted house, and then something happens, at the end that like a disaster happens, and it's a found footage, and that one's really fun. Yeah, I could go on kind of forever about horror movies because I love horror movies so much, but yeah, those are the ones that come to mind. Oops, I accidentally for myself made my face full screen. Don't want to just stare at my face. Okay, let me get caught up. Sorry, I see lots of comments coming in, which I love. So yeah, that's kind of a very long-winded answer to favorite scary movie. I have multiple. What movies get you into the Halloween mood? Honestly, any horror. I need to watch more like Halloween-y movies. I feel like I haven't watched a lot. I really want to watch Trick or Treat soon. I never watched like so when I was young, I was very, very nervous about horror. I remember going into like Blockbuster and Family Video, which makes me feel super old. But I remember walking in there and seeing all the like covers of the movies. And when I was at that age, it was around when like the torture porn like kind of era of horror was out. So I remember always seeing like the Saw movies and like stuff like that. And I was like traumatized as a kid. So anything like remotely spooky, I was just like not into as a kid. And then I got into horror when I was I keep forgetting if it was like late middle school or early high school. I honestly think it was like 8th grade going into high school, somewhere around then. I started watching horror and realizing, oh my gosh, it's so fun. But I feel like I skipped over that time where I would have watched all those like cozy horror, like Halloween Town and like all of that stuff. So let me know if I should go back and watch those, if I don't have the nostalgia attached to them, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's my answer for that. Let me know just let me know in the comments. Should I watch all of those like nostalgic ones that everybody's talking about, even though I didn't have that experience as a kid? And also, what movies should I watch to get me in the mood for Halloween? It's such a slow start, OMG, but Stephen King stuff is always slow for me. Yeah, Pet Sematary was just so slow to me. I think that was the biggest thing. And the horror elements were very little. Like it was very much about grief, if that makes sense. The Devil's Candy is great. I'm so glad you like The Devil's Candy. Yeah, it was super creative. I really liked it. I swear some of the low budget scary movies are the best. Yeah, they really are. I think it's because there's way more practical effects and it makes them almost feel more real when there's a lower budget. I really like lower budget movies as well. I haven't seen The Devil's Candy. That sounds very cool. And I don't mind cheesy horror. Yeah, and honestly, like, it's not that cheesy. There's a specific scene, if you've seen The Devil's Candy, I'll just say it involves a guitar towards the end. And that's cheesy. But actually, it's a very dark movie. Like, some of the stuff in there actually really, really stuck with me and, like, effed me up a little bit because it felt real, if that makes sense. If you've seen the movie, I think you'll know what I mean. Hereditary was the most upsetting movie I've ever seen. The grief aspect was too real. Yeah, that is a heavy movie. I watched it the other night and I was just like, I need to recover from that. That movie is so good. I could just go on forever about Hereditary, why it's visually beautiful. The acting is incredible. The story and just like, I don't want to give anything away. If anybody happens to be listening right now and hasn't seen Hereditary, like, don't look up a trailer, don't know anything about it. Just go in and you'll be watching it and something will happen and your whole brain will explode. Literally, it will explode. That's what happened to me the first time. I could not get into The Witch. Yeah, some people said it was way too slow. I get that. I personally don't mind slow burns, but it was a very like stylistic period piece with horror elements. I'm such a scaredy cat when it comes to scary movies. I mainly watch Tim Burton for Halloween. That's all I need. Haha. I might rewatch Stranger Things in October. Yeah, the first season of Stranger Things is pretty freaky. It didn't like scare me, but it's a good mood. Halloween mood. The Invitation is great because I live in California, and it was great seeing Hollywood hipsters kill each other. That's so funny. Yeah, The Invitation was so good. Do you have a favorite scary movie soundtrack? Okay, so Us. I love Us. That soundtrack is so good. For like theme songs, probably, I don't know. There's so many. Like, if Jaws is considered a scary movie, like now, love the Jaws soundtrack. Super good. I wrote a whole paper about it in college. Psycho, amazing music. Yeah, like for more modern Us, I love the soundtrack in that. I think any of the A24 movies have great soundtracks. So like Hereditary and Midsummer. Halloween has a really good soundtrack. I'm trying to think of like what ones come to the top of my, I loved Scream's soundtrack. It was good. I loved it. Yeah, those are the ones that kind of come to my mind. I listened to the I've Got 5 on It remix from Us anytime I'm driving at night. Very good. Yeah. The whole soundtrack of that is amazing. Love Hell House LLC, and I've never heard anyone else talk about that one. Yeah, it's so good. It's like cozy. Is that weird? I don't know. I turned it on and it just like gets me. That one gets me in the Halloween mood for sure. Like it literally takes place in a haunted house. I also watched, hold on, what was it called? I legit can't remember. A lot of scary movies sound similar. Hellfest, that's what it's called. Hellfest was a slasher. It was super cheesy. It's about like this Halloween festival, kind of like Halloween Horror Nights. It was fun though. Like I really, really enjoyed it. And basically it's like a group of college kids going there and there's actually a killer there. So like the actual like fact of the killer in that movie, he wasn't memorable. He was like a masked villain, but he wasn't like super iconic or anything. But like the atmosphere of it being in a haunted house, like, or not just a haunted house, like seeing all the haunted houses and seeing all the like the set in it was really, really cool. It was at night, but it was super bright and like neon lights were everywhere. And it was really cool. I would highly recommend that one just to see the set design. Like it was so detailed. Like, I'm not going to lie, the acting wasn't great. And like I said, the killer in it wasn't memorable, I like the end though. The end it had a good little bit of a, like once you realize, oh my gosh, that's who the killer was, or not even that's who the killer was, but like the last scene, I don't want to give anything away again, but I get so excited talking about scary movies. I love scary movies so much. They make me so happy. OMG, you'll probably love Trick or Treat. Yeah, I think I will. I used to listen to A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night soundtrack all the time. I have actually not seen that one. Trick or Treat, OMG, I love it. Sam is my favorite. I'm excited to watch it. It makes me want to watch it tonight. I need a film tonight, but I legit like just want to watch scary movies. What do I do? I need to be responsible and film. But maybe after I film. Looks like I need to watch Trick or Treat. Yeah. If anybody's been to Spirit Halloween this year, they have a really cool like Trick or Treat section in animatronic. And I was like, yeah, I need to watch this movie. Ooh, that would be an interesting video. I love the idea. My first horror was Sleepy not me actually sounding sleepy. Sleepy Hollow. I watched it at 10 years old. I was traumatized. Oh no. I never watched any of the Disney Halloween movies. See, that's what I'm saying. Other than The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I feel no reason to now. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, should I watch them now? Would I enjoy them? Halloween Town is my favorite Halloween movie, and I watch it several times during the month. I love that. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe I will. Okay, I'll go watch Halloween Town. Only, is that a Disney movie? Actually, someone can probably just tell me in the chat if it's a Disney movie, because I don't have Disney Plus, sadly. I hate how all the streaming services are now like making you buy every single streaming service just to get what you want to watch, which is defeating the purpose of streaming services. It's just going back to TV, how it used to be, you know? Have you seen The House's October Bill? Found footage trying to find the scariest haunted house, but something more sinister is going on? No, that sounds good. I think I've heard people talk about that one. Yes, Halloween Town is Disney. Man, anybody want to share their Disney Plus with me? Literally, I'm like, I don't want to spend money on Disney Plus because I think I'm going to be getting Shudder for the next month or two, just because I really am watching way more horror right now. And I know that Shudder has more like obscure, is that the right term, horror? But they still have some, you know, popular horror. And I'm sure actually obscure horrors probably has some really good gems because, like I said, sometimes lower budget is better. Okay, shall we sprint? I think this may be the last sprint. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Well, that was the last sprint for tonight. I don't think I can read anymore. My brain is like spinning. I got to, I'm not used to listening at, let me see what I ended up listening to at. Yeah, I pretty much listened the whole time at 2.3 times the speed. And I was following along, so my eyes are really, really tired from scanning the pages that fast. But yeah, I'm really liking Velvet Was the Night. I'm excited to discuss it with Alicia on Sunday. I hope you all will be joining us for that live show and listening to our thoughts, / I hope you've read the book. If not, no worries, but I'm really excited that it's the first book club pick, and yeah, I'm excited. How did everybody do that time? I'm not using my earbuds because we're about to end the sprints, and I'm like chilling on my couch. So hopefully you can all hear me okay, but I ended up getting to 43% in the book. And I've been tabbing it a ton because I'm going to actually be, discussing it. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. I don't think it's going to be a 5-star read for me, but I have high hopes. I'm really curious. I want to know what's going on with Leonora. Let's see. Hey, how are you? I'm sorry I'm about to end the stream, but thanks for popping in. I listened to part of the Final Girl support group while I wash dishes. I love that. I'm excited. I'm going to be reading that in the next day or two. As soon as I finish Velvet Was the Night, I'm going to start that book and read it as fast as I can. I hope you're enjoying it. 2.3 is super fast. I can never do faster than 1.25. Thank you so much for the sprints. I finished with only 5% left in The Forgotten Island. So that's 3 books finished during sprints. Wow, that's amazing. 3 books. That's so cool. Thank you for reading with me. Got to 300 and Ari and Dante, sorry. Probably going to finish this reread tonight. Awesome. 10 pages. Hopefully I can finish the first chapter soon. Very nice. Oh, I'm sorry. You have the is that a smile or not? I can't tell. I read 18 pages. Very cool. Haha, that's okay. I figured you were almost done. Just wanted to say hi. Well, hi. Love you. I hope you're doing well. All right. Well, thank you all so much for participating in the sprints. I hope I'll see some of you on Sunday for when I discuss Velvet Was the Night for my book club. I need to make the thumbnail for that and schedule that on YouTube. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll probably be making the thumbnail at some point tonight. Also, pay attention to my channel because I have another spooky announcement coming up soon, which I'm excited for. That is going to come out on Friday, I think. Yeah, Friday. And I hopefully will be able to get out a video tomorrow. We'll see if I have the energy to film and edit all tonight. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you all have a great night. Next week will be spooky reading sprints. Today I wanted it to be more just like relaxing. But next week it's going to be spooky again. So yeah, I hope you all have a great night and I will see you all soon. Bye.